move here? Is this thing on? I can't tell because it was giving me messages before, but there was no mic. Damn it. Why does that hit my arcane attack so hard? Oh, because it's this regular attack up, not physical. Mike? Oh, flat 42 is pretty good. Okay then. Is the mic working? I can't tell. Oh, it is. Alright. Fine. That doesn't look like spicy nacho. I'm disappointed. Alright, so I did some farming off stream, that's why I have almost 400,000 souls, echoes, whatever. And we have maxed out on blood vials and quicksilver bullets. I also would like to take this moment to say that in vanilla Bloodborne, the cap on vials and bullets was 99. So, on the one hand, that's not a whole lot to farm, which is great. On the other hand, you don't have much of a reserve, which really sucks. But eventually they decided to give us 600 of each, so that was nice. There's a tiny cat in my room. But we've maxed out, and we have quite a bit of soul echoes left over. That's fine. I didn't intend... Basically, I just wanted the resources, but since we have all these echoes, I wanted to ask your opinion on should we use them to level up? And if so, do we go for damage or do we go for more HP? Or even more stamina. I could use like a little more stamina, but I think priority should be on either HP or damage.
I must have... What is it?
Or would that be too cheesy? Should I just throw them somewhere?
Very well, let me in.
HP. Can I max HP with this? No, I cannot. I only get 8 levels. 400,000 souls. Echoes. Echoes, they're echoes. Only get you 8 levels. Alright, well, I guess we're getting more Or getting more life. 5 HP, 3 stam? Like, I don't disagree. In the long run, we're going to end up with... Let me find my tab. I think this is the right one? Yeah. We're going to end up with roughly 20 endurance. I guess that's fine then. That's cool. Alright.
Farewell, good heart maid.
And we still have a pretty good chunk left over. Alright, since you don't have a whole lot of time, probably trying to fight the bosses would not be good. Because who knows how long it will take until I kill one of those things. But what I can show you just for shits and giggles is the process, man, I can't talk, I used for getting all those echoes. It won't take long. The cat has disappeared. Also, I thought we would have gotten a few more levels than what we did, so I was worried about it being just a little too cheesy. But this should be okay. So there's these two guys in this chalice dungeon with big flaming swords. And what you want to do is just get their attention, pull them up here. This guy's got a sword and shield. He's I think I find him a little more difficult to parry. But basically the super cheesy route to doing this is you just kind of lure them over here. And that guy usually turns around sooner, but since he was starting a charging attack, he got to come forward. And you just run up behind him, stab him in the butt. Get about 20,000 echoes per kill, which is pretty good. And they frequently drop cursed gems, like the one we just picked up. And this guy's being a dick and hiding out under the balcony, which is annoying. If you don't get their attention just by walking around up here, you can shoot them. And I didn't need to do that. So this guy's got a huge two-handed sword. And that attack is, I find, pretty easy to parry, which is nice. That one not so much. Sometimes your bullets just go right over his shoulder. He will also come further out into this hallway than the other guy. Like, right about where he was just there is the threshold for the sword and shield guy, usually. But this guy will follow you out to the hallway. So it just takes a little longer to get him to turn around if you're not confident in parrying. They also frequently drop blood vials, which helps. And sometimes they will drop yellow backbone, which is a chalice material. So basically I did that for about an hour. And even if it wasn't for the echoes, like, they're just a good farm just for those blood gems. Although we did get a couple with HP continuously depletes, which is pretty bad. So physical attack up plus 20 is really good, but not if it's constantly draining your HP. Stamina cost is pretty good, although I'm a little hesitant to put that on the the Moonlight Blade, just because that thing just eats stamina anyway. HP continues to recover. I don't think I've ever seen that on one of these gems before. Like the secondary effect is usually just going to be physical attack, but it can be something else, and I guess it can very rarely be HP continues to increase. But yeah, the gradually depleting is just, they're pretty useless. Also, we got these ones with blunt attack, which is, that could be good for that's nitrous actually. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think the DLC bosses are good if we have limited time, but we can go back to the nightmare. Let's check shit out there. Go hang out with the bird dogs and the dog birds. Maybe get invaded and die again. Bell-ringing woman. Oh, he's here. Just bad timing on the transform on my part. Oh, okay. I didn't remember this little area at all. Weird.
Some say cosmic. Do you hear my blues? Oh, we shall not abandon the dream. No one can catch us. No one can stop us now.
That is a nice hat. So yeah, that was Mikolash. Apparently he is host of the Nightmare.
As you once did for the vacuous Rome. Grant us eyes. Grant us eyes.
So basically the first part of this boss fight is you gotta chase him around. He doesn't like to sit still. Dude. Oh, that's a neat trick. Okay. It's all thanks to Key. Not sure I agree with that. So our goal is to chase him into, there's a room to the left from here that he's standing in front of. So he's going to run away from where you're coming from, so while he's there, you want to hit him from this angle, and he should go in. Yep, there we go. And he can do tricks. I also don't think he'll leave the room once he's in here. So you don't have to worry about him leaving and then running away again. He can, like, fight back too with his fists, but he doesn't seem to want to do it here, so, you know. Oh.
Oh, majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. This world chose unending.
Yeah, he's pretty famous just for talking to you during the chase sequences. He's not a very impressive boss, but his dialogue is fun. That hell, Mikolash. This is the part that is kind of tricky. Alright, let's see if I can mess with him, actually. I wonder if this will reach. Might not. Oh, it does. Cool. Oh, look at that, we got a Menzies cage. Alright, so that was an extremely cheesy way of dealing with the boss. It's also one of the advantages of playing Arcane. You can use poison knives and do basically the same thing. But basically how this is supposed to go is like you chase him around in here. He actually went here early, which was very nice of him. And once he drops down there, you drop down behind him, and he runs straight into this room, which is the final showdown, I guess. And he can also use a Call Beyond when he's in here. But if he stays on the lower levels, he's got like these mirrors that he can jump into and pop out at another mirror in these hallways, which is pretty frustrating. But like I said, he was a nice boy this time. And he went straight to where we needed him to go. Also, I would... Oh, we can look at it, and we got an iron door key. I suppose that's what the message was talking about. The School of Mensis controls the Unseen Village, which is Yaragul. This hexagonal iron cage suggests their strange ways. The cage is a device that restrains the will of the self, allowing one to see the profane world for what it is. It also serves as an antenna that facilitates contact with the Great Ones of the Dream. But to an observer, the iron cage appears to be precisely what delivered them to their harrowing nightmare. We, unlike the crown, which you need to see the way to the Queen's chambers, the cage doesn't actually change anything about the world or the way you see it. It's just a cage you wear on your head, and I would put it on, but since we're broccoli, hats don't matter right now. One of the downsides to being broccoli. I think this is the stairs, yes. So we want to go this way. This place is just a confusing fucking mess. Also, this is the only area where these dolls will appear, and they only come to life when Mikolash is alive. I thought... Is this what I was thinking of? Maybe this is what I was thinking of. You can come up here before the boss fight is done, but the bridge won't be here. Is there anything else? I want to hit this lantern, and then we can check out a thing. Also, I have is the fan is the fan on too loud? I can turn it down if it's distracting. Okay. The fan on too loud. Okay, so there's a Wandering Madness? I think I said they were like Wandering Nightmares before, but I think it's Madness. They got confusing names. Anyway. That's good that we were able to kill him so quickly, because he takes you down here. There's more of these things. Oh, it's a good thing we got that stamina, because I had just enough to dash away after 3 strikes. Thank you, Rev. Oh god. Cool. I apparently forgot how to fight these things. Where I fucked up there was I kept trying to go for transformation attacks and like mistiming it badly. I just wanted to slam his little head in. Also, I wanted to hit him with a Cursed Brew, but that other one got too close to me before I could cycle to it, and I'm really bad at cycling. So I just panicked and started fighting regularly. You could at least face him while you're doing that, Shay. Slam didn't even... well, it did okay damage, but I was expecting a little more. Alright, you jerks. Eat this. You rolled through it. Fuck. Strong foe ahead, huh? Actually, the main problem with that Wandering Madness isn't so much that it's going to lead you into those guys and get hit, but it's that you're going to see those guys and back off, and then the Wandering Madness is going to escape. Oh, it flinched you. That's good to know. Got a moon rune. I believe that's more echoes when you kill shit. Yeah. Also, you can see, I think I may have showed this off before, but when you find higher tier runes, the image of the rune becomes less clouded and more clear. And sometimes it even starts glowing. Ooh. What? What is that? I can see the what the fuck, but what is that? It doesn't make sense. I don't know how to parse that thing. We're back in Bell territory. Got him. More chunks. Must have all the chunks. Oh, thought this was a path. Doesn't go anywhere. An elevator. We have... Huh. Huh. Baby. Oh hey, look, it's our friend. The singing brain lady. Let's go find out what's over there. Also, you notice that the cage on this elevator didn't close. Aha! Just looking to see if there's any items around here. Let's pound this asshole with magic, I guess. Made her flinch. That's good to know. That made her flinch too. Cool. I'm very not used to fighting these things without parrying them, so I'm unused to what makes them flinch or not. They also drop cursed gems. That one's a what is that, a circular? It doesn't have a second effect though, which kind of sucks. The other gems that we were getting from the guys in the Chalice dungeon had second effects, which is part of what makes them worth more, aside from the fact that the initial properties are just like, I think it ranges from like 18% to like 24-ish maybe? I know I've gotten like 22. I could have sworn there were... Oh, there's another part of the bridge. That's right. I wonder if the auger can knock them on their butts. That might be more bullet efficient. No, I like the damage more. Oh, right, the things keep doing damage. So not only do you have to worry about getting hit by the frenzy, but when your blood is bursting out of you, building up the frenzy, that also deals damage. I forgot. Yeah, dogs. Excellent. Let's see where this elevator goes. Other than the window. This window is also, like, just really bad. Like, the elevator doesn't line up with the ground in front of the window. So, like, you have to leave the elevator slightly above the hole so that you can fall and catch the lip of it. But you can't do it from so high that you'll just fall straight down and miss the window entirely. It sucks. Let's see if we can... We're doing this. The problem with this, however, is that Like, if you look at the other messages, they're not, like, the messengers aren't actually popping out of them yet. So if you spy a messenger that's just sitting out here like this, you know that it's a player, because otherwise they'll just be a puddle. He pulled the elevator up, but he didn't take it back down? What? Like, I didn't miss that, right? Like, yeah, it's still up. Why would he pull it up if... What? I don't know. Or if you're asking what I'm doing, I don't know either. I'm just waiting to see if this guy's going to come down, but... I guess not. Like, he started the elevator before I even got on it. Fuck him then. I don't need this shit. And he killed himself somehow. Or she did. That was a woman's scream. So we did it. We defeated the invader. Hooray. Oh, you know what happened? I think she was coming to me and she did what I said and fucked up the jump out of the elevator. It's brutal, man. I'm not sure if there's like a consistent way to do it. Also, look at that blood echo effect on that thing. And glowy eyes. Come on. Wow. Are you serious, game? Yeah, I got the parry timing right, but it was a trade, so I lose. And that time I just fucked up. Good. Good. Fine, I guess I'm just gonna go back to Accursed Brewing them. Yeah, that's what happened. She took the elevator back down. Now watch as I kill myself trying to get out of the elevator this time. Yep, there we go. So not only does this bridge have like the worst enemies in the game, just getting to it is an ordeal in itself. Oh. I guess that... the one nice thing Bloodborne does for you is it pulls the elevator back up. Okay. Alright, 3 brews, that's not so bad. Just plowing through my vials though. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. Thanks for the bullets. What do we have in here? We have spiders. But they are special spiders. Kinda. They have people faces with really dumb haircuts. I'm not sure I've ever seen a spider get knocked on his ass before. That was neat. Wow, it just does that. So yeah, these spiders have people faces, but they can also, they behave like normal spiders. They have the same attacks. But they do have a magic spell. If I remember correctly, it's kind of like a Wrath of the Gods, where it just makes an energy wave around them that knocks you down and does damage. If I remember correctly, that's what it is, but it's been a while since I've let them do it, so I don't remember exactly what the spell is. And now, we have something interesting. That right there is the thing that was frenzying us on the approach to the castle. That gigantic eye, whatever the fuck. Now we have a device. Let us operate this device. Die, bitch. So yeah, now if for whatever reason we decide we want to go back to the fields leading up to this place, we won't get hit by frenzy anymore. Hooray. Just dropped a gigantic eye brain into a pit. Feels like progress. I am disappointed I'd only hit one of those spiders, I'll be honest. And we've got another friend waiting for us. That's fun. Oh, come on, turn around. Oh, thank you, camera. We get the choir bell. This is actually the final spell item. Special hunter tool of the choir, high-ranking members of the church, fashioned after a bell that projects an arcane sound across planes of existence. The sound of the smaller silver version of the bell does not cross planes, but grants vigor and healing to all cooperators. So yeah, it's basically a miracle. Does a little AoE healing. I don't remember if the healing's good or not, but it costs 7 bullets to use, and if I remember, the animation's pretty slow, like the healing miracle is. So it's nice to have as an option. It's not a great option if you like need healing in the middle of a fight. But if you're just wandering around and you've gotten beat up and you're running low on vials, then why not? Just inject a vial into your thigh to get 5 red bullets, and only spend 2 real bullets on the miracle to heal you. At least I hope it would heal you for more than a single blood vial would. Arcane gem. Have to see if that one's any good. A lot of Great One's wisdoms in here. Which I suppose makes sense since it's right next to where that giant brain was. Blood tinge gem. Not of particular use to us, but might be good on my blood tinge character. Open door with iron key. And this looks like Mikolash's room. So we could, in theory, have gotten the key and either died or just turned around and gone and fought Mikolash and then come through that door, and the brain would still be here. And if you went on this bridge, the brain would fuck you up. But we were smart and pulled the lever. Treat bloodstone with care. And there is the blood rock. The only blood rock in the main portion of the game. Gotta go through quite a bit of shit to get to it. And this lovely little bridge is where we fought the hunter, and it leads to the elevator room with all the dwarves. And there might be a special elevator waiting for us here. I don't remember exactly what triggers it, or if it's even this room that it's supposed to be in. Push me, you jerk. These guys have kind of sad attacks when they're unarmed. Is that the elevator I'm thinking of? I think it might be. Let us see where this elevator takes us. We're going down. Do you see it? That horrible thing in the distance? I see it. This is where the brain of Mensis ends up. I'll give that a fine. This is not Four Kings. Is there anything in this game that's like Four Kings? I guess the closest thing to Four Kings would be the Living Failures. But nope, this is just the brain of Mensis sitting down here. Just the abyss, yep. That's what this thing deserves. But what can we do with the brain of Mensis in the abyss? Well, let's make contact. I don't remember whether I talked about this when we first got the make contact gesture. But the theory I've seen on it is that if humanity came into contact with another space travel capable race, presumably they would understand mathematics. And since we wouldn't be able to verbally communicate with them, we could try making the symbol of the right angle to display that we also understand mathematics. Something like that. And what we got out of it was the moon rune. We successfully made contact with an unknowable entity. Hooray. And now, I propose that we kill it. Put it out of its misery, but what say you, Rev? Do we destroy this thing, or do we let it languish down here forever? I mean, it tried to kill us, So it's only fair that we return the favor, I think. Or maybe it wasn't even trying to kill us, maybe it was just trying to say hi. And it was so... shoot my goo, my dude. Well, I can't lock onto it. Maybe I can... Also, it's got an ass load of HP. Still can't lock onto it. That was not worth. That was not worth. Seems to be resistant to arcane. That did okay. Alright, fine. Did that take a bullet? I did take a bullet. And we got living string, which is, I believe, a necessary component for a story chalice ritual. The immense brain that Menzies retrieved from the nightmare was indeed lined with eyes on the inside, but they were of an evil sort, and the brain itself was terribly rotten. But even still, it was a legitimate great one, and left a relic. A living relic at that, which is a precious thing indeed. So yeah, no, in case you had any doubts, it's just an evil brain. It's just no good. Get rid of it. You little shit. We've also managed to entirely run ourselves out of bullets. Although, that was just my prize for fighting my way across Brain Bridge, I suppose. Boom. And let's not go through Mikolash's room again. We're done with that place. Oh, the door tried to close. Actually, what am I doing? I need a lantern. Oh, this lantern's close enough. Do not connect, do not connect, do not connect. Shall we keep going a little longer, or I think we're gonna have to call it. You gotta stop? Alright. I'm going to look at this arcane blood gem and repair my shit, but yeah. I thought there was an arcane. There it is. I had arcane attack plus 28. That? No. 18%. That's still pretty good. And I can put that anywhere. It might. Shit. The first slot sucks. Let's just put it there. Maybe it doesn't suck as much. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. We'll get more done next time, I think. But I don't have to deal with dumb crap in the real world. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, and next time is probably looking like it's gonna be a boss extravaganza. We got the big brain. We did. That brain is toast. Oh, everything's dropping it to 14. Dang. Where do I even fit this in? Maybe it's just not good enough. Huh. I'll figure it out. Bye, everybody.